What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 13 of our Vegas Raiders Madden 26 franchise mode, and today we are continuing our playoff journey here in year number 2. As you can see by the top of the little ticker there, in the wild card round, we defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 34-15 in a game and an opponent that we obviously saw 2 times in the regular season. The Chiefs are in our division, and in both games, things were not great for us in the regular season. First game, Patrick Mahomes was unstoppable. Second game, Mahomes got hurt. I thought we had a chance. We went for 2 instead of kicking the extra point late in the game to get us like that little bit of lead. And then with a minute to go, the backup quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs went down the field, and we lost and got swept by the Chiefs in the regular season. But in the playoffs, in the wild card round, that game was a different beast. We were a more motivated squad, a more lethal executing squad. And we really controlled that game at no point. Like, we got to do a fast start, and I think it definitely made the Chiefs a little more one-dimensional. Kyle Clary, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, got sacked once. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, got sacked 4 times. But because Kansas City was playing catch-up, it took away a run game that Pacheco's usually good for like 100 yards when we've played them. Ashton Jeanty went off 136 yards in a touchdown on that one. Thornton doing what he does best. Of course, in his playoff debut, you knew he was going to go off. We got Deion Winters. Winters is coming. Had a very nice showing as well. And on the defensive side of the ball, Jeremy Chin made plays. Jamal Adams made plays right in the middle of that defense. 2 sacks from Mad Max. Tyree Wilson and Ty Hamilton getting involved. And we had a very nice interception. A user interception. It was all me dropping back in coverage against, I don't know, just the guy that broke the 40-yard dash record at the Combine. Xavier Worthy, Maxx Crosby, Bates, Mr. Mahomes gets a pick, and the Raiders are shockingly moving on. But if there was one loss that happened, out of our 7 losses in the regular season, that was the worst. That was the most frustrating. That was the most desperate for me to have to dig into the broken controller donation fund. It was our regular season loss against Jags. Look at those stats. That's a pretty decent defense, but offensively, kind of middle of the mall. Pales in comparison to the offense that we had. When we played the Jags, I think it was week 3. Oh my God. Sorry, it was week 2. Episode 1 of the year number 2 here. 38-20. We lost, and we literally, like, offensively, I played perfect. Look at that, almost 400 yards for Geno Smith. 3 touchdowns, no picks. But Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdowns, no picks. I couldn't get near him. Couldn't sack him. Got stonewalled every single pass rush. We had a run game where I take pride in the fact that a lot of, you look around for people that are complaining about all Madden gameplay experience. They talk about running backs not being able to run. There's some validity in the fact that maybe I just suck, and that's why running backs run on my sliders. But yeah, could not stop ETN. Could not stop ETN for sure. He had 200 yards on the day. Brian Thomas was just like, half his catches were freaking touchdowns. And on the defensive side of the ball, our run game, stuck in the mud, made a lot of plays behind the line of scrimmage. That wasn't crazy on the sacks and turnovers. This was literally just a game that, honestly, Jacksonville controlled the clock. We couldn't get off the field, and they were lethally accurate. Frustratingly so. It wasn't even just like it felt like the better team won. I definitely went into this game with the perception that the Jags are the Jags. They should not play this well, especially with our team. This was early. This was coming off the offseason stream where we crushed the draft. We crushed free agency, and for us to come out especially 21-0 for Jacksonville in the first quarter, we just never could bounce back and survive from that. And I think while I'm terrified about what this Jags team can look like in game number 2, I think there's a great opportunity to avenge this loss and somehow, some way, get our Vegas Raiders in year 2 in the AFC championship game. Very quickly, look at the Jags here. Trevor Lawrence, 3,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 picks. He played his best game of the year, likely against us. You got ETN there with a respectable year. Again, probably had his best game against us. Maybe like an underlying stat is that is a lot of rushing touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence. From a passing standpoint, they did not have a single 1,000-yard receiver. I did make Travis Hunter a full-time wide receiver because that seems like through 2 weeks of the NFL regular season. That's going to be the play. Brian Thomas under 1,000 yards. You got this guy, Jamie Means, rookie wide receiver from Texas, who's playing like an 87 overall. Okay. Don't really think the Jags needed another wide receiver, but Here we are. Defensively, Josh Hines-Allen is a machine. 17.5 sacks, 16 TFLs, 9 sacks, Travon Walker. We got, kind of similar to our secondary. Not a lot of interceptions. Not a predominant ball hawk roaming around there, but we definitely need to be concerned about this pass rush. For our game plan for this week, we're going with the exact same one that worked against the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to help out our offensive tackles here a little bit. Hopefully, to maybe deal with that Josh Hines-Allen problem that they may have this week. But other than that, it is going to be all boosts to our secondary. This seems to be, for me anyways, the only thing that gives our defense a chance in hell of forcing a turnover and getting pass breakup. So we're going to go aerial suppression, Island Kings, load the box, mano a mano. I'm going to be honest, if we could continue to get progress here, it's going to be tough, but if we can get 2 picks somehow and get that first master, I'd love to start mastering all of these coach abilities. Luckily, we do have Mastery 1 for a couple of them. Let's show up, baby. As you see on the bottom side there, Mitch Howard, Jeanty, a bunch of our guys are risks right now due to injury, so we're going to be just screw the XP. Everyone's getting a rest week. Look at that. Off a rest week, we still get out of trading Kyle Clary and XP. He's because he was studying. He got the mental reps in to, further understand our offense, and by this upgrade, further understand when and how to anticipate pressure in his face. Maybe he found some edge on how to deal with Josh Hines-Allen. And they got a very nice upgrade, bringing him up to an 84 overall, 90 overall with the morale boost. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty nervous. This is first thing Monday morning. Sometimes I play Raiders franchise once the kids are in bed, and I've had a full day's worth of recording football content. This is first thing Monday morning. Biggest game in my, we got this. Here we go, Road Dogs. All due respect to Jags. Shout out to AEW, big fan. But not a lot to worry about, I don't think. If this was college football 26, the stadium pulse would be pretty much a non-factor here. And I say that from the perspective of a Raiders team, that it would be very much the same if we were at the home team. But here we go. I assume I'm going to go win the toss, and we get the ball to start the second half. So hopefully we can play this into a 2-for-1 situation where we score at the end of the first half, get the ball to start the second half. So this is a defense that has undergone changes. We now exclusively run man. We run way more stunts than we did a year ago. And I hope Jacksonville does not solve our defense that has caught on fire and allowed us to win 5 games in a row. Remember, that was the issue. I showed you the Jags game. There was no issue with us scoring points against Jacksonville. There's a very high probability. Whoa, he looks a little concussed there. I have no doubt that we are going to be able to score points here today. It is defense. Can we get the defensive stops? There they go to ETN. Isaiah Simmons runs him down. Gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Can't remember, man. I do feel like Trevor Lawrence did scramble a little bit. So I don't think a spy's a terrible call here. I think I'm going to control the spy. It's a pass. Predict it's a pass. Oh, that's just Brian Thomas making plays. Shout out Porter was there. Damn. It's a hell of a drive. It happened way back in week 2. Feels like I remember this game. Let's try and cover ETN. Don't want him to take over. He was absolutely the Okay. Let's go do the same. Last week, Ashton Jeanty ran wild on the Chiefs. I could see maybe the game plan of the Jags being take away the run. Force the rookie quarterback to beat them. So to that I say, how do you guys handle a mesh here? Oh, literally, my 2 mesh guys ran into one another. Sick. Oh, there we go. Bowers. Good grab. Needed that. Oh, break the first tackle. Good job, Jeanty. It's going to be like, oh, and Travon Walker. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Might honestly start need. Oh, we might have to. Oh, what are these guys doing? Not going to get an easier run. What was 6? The angle that 6 took there was terrible. And look at Clary about to goose the ref. That is the response we needed. Easy as easy can be for the Jags marching down the field at home on our defense. Give them right back to them. Trading haymakers. What better game would you want with the AFC Championship on the line? Nice. We got Mad Max X Factor enabled for the Jags' second offensive drive. Oh, come on, Chin. It's been so good. Elam, who has honestly played a lot better once we moved him inside to the nickel position. He got beat up pretty bad on the outside. Oh, we can't do it. Let's maybe does match coverage work? No, we'll do a stun here on 3rd and 12. Other side of the field. And we'll try to get after with Mad Max. Going up against Anton Harrison. They double team. They go underneath. Check down. Defense off the field. All momentum with the Raiders. Good job, Porter. I want to try to stay with the run. Because if that first drive is how the Jags are going to play the run, that is how we're going to win this game. Is Ashton Jeanty getting 30 carries. Look at this. We'll just win a foot race. Another gain of 10. Like, 1st and 2nd down are runnable downs. All right, good play. A D tackle just hit you with the seat belt. Get this maybe Jack Betch on a wide receiver screen. Oh my God, blocked up perfectly. He's gone. Oh, stiff arm. What a play call. Oh shit. Stinger. That's a stinger. He'll be back. Oh no. No! Well, while we wait on an update there, we probably have the best backup quarterback situation in the league with Geno Smith. What do we have here? It's leg cramps. Okay, we'll play Geno for right now. That definitely, again, that could have been 10 other things, and we easily got the best role there. Can't believe he didn't drink water before the game. Kyle Clary, not a big water guy. But who knows how long it takes him to remedy that. And we got a... Do we call this like it's the regular season? Or do we play it like it's postseason at every possession? I'll go with what coach wants. That's if coach wants to kick. Just because we have the backup quarterback in. Even though it is Geno Smith. Coach wants to go for it, we'll go for it. If he takes the points, we will cowardly take the points. I feel like that's the safest bet there. All right. A lead's a lead. You got to wonder. I wonder if like something in the algorithm to decide what coach wanted. Coach Pat Phoenix had to deal with the fact that we had the backup quarterback in. Oh my God. We just got decleated. The screen pass. Holy shit. Great run defense there by Tyree Wilson. Then we'll go Mike Sam crash press. Add a couple more words to it. Maybe it'd be even better. Mike Sam crash press blitz sandwich delta 729er. I didn't like that because Tyree Wilson was in coverage on Travis Hunter. 2nd and 10. We are going to have Maxx Crosby run a little stunt, and when we have that, I like to let him do his thing. Trust that he'll get home. Try our best to protect the middle of the field here. Good job. Hey, Travis, Etienne, in real life through 2 weeks, obviously he's kind of redeemed himself and got back to that level that we thought he could. And he was at Clemson. Come on, man. You gotta get a PBU here. Perfect coverage. Oh, no. Fuck, man. You know, it's almost another one of those things, like, how you lose it to the Jags. Is it Travis Hunter going off? Can you just not cover the height, weight, speed of Brian Thomas Jr.? You know, is Trevor Lawrence finally the franchise guy in our little dynasty, in a little franchise mode, fantasy world? No, it's ETN both times. Well, the good news on that is we can also run the football, and we have plenty of time to do something and get something here for a 2-for-1. We get the ball to start the second half, and their run defense still looks very shaky. Geno Smith still in the game. Leg cramps. What do we mean leg cramps taking more than a drive? Give him an IV. Got the throw here. Geno Smith. Unreal. Down to our backup. Go to Mitch. Big Mitch energy. Geno can throw a couple slants here. Get him warmed up. Oh, perfect. Beautiful ball to Brock Bowers. Let's see. At the 2-minute warning, can I actually, like, well, looking at the health update here, like, say when he's returning? So he's just TBD. We'll do a run here. Ooh, that worked. I like the way we're controlling the clock here. We still have all our timeouts if we need one. But if we can ensure that this is the final drive of the first half, no turnovers, any points needs to happen. And holy, that looks like an absolute gimme to Brock Bowers. Let's let the clock bleed here a second. I don't know who that is on him. That is not a wide. That is. Thanks. Geno, let's go. 2-for-1 activated. Geno Smith off the bench. Doing what he's employed to do. And that is, when his number is called, operate the offense. All right, very interesting first half. I feel like I want my quarterback back. All right, opening kickoff of the second half. I'm just doing this more so to see what quarterback walks out on the field. Laube. And to start the second half, clearly, after a full halftime of hydrating, can we get the leg cramps off our quarterback? Please. Yes, there we go. Kyle Clary's back out there for the second half. And if we win this game, I think we have to, you know, absolute respect for Geno Smith. Go back. Look at that Howard route. Should work out fairly nicely. No? How about this story? Back to you and you don't fucking come back to the football. Okay, there's their final lesson. Anything that's 50-50, I cannot throw the football under the assumption my wide receiver's going to be aggressive and come back to it. Like, if it's 50-50 and your wide receiver's standing there waiting for the football, calling for it, that's almost like a rattlesnake. We're getting baited. It's like, you know, like... It's just daring you to throw it to your wide open guy so that the DB right behind him can be the only aggressor in the situation, in the 50-50, and make a play on the football. So that's the way you go. We go right there right away. We go, okay, you fucking bait me? We're going to make you earn it. Okay, Colt Miller with another injury. You need to stay in. I do not have lineman depth to replace you. Unless Geno Smith wants to play left tackle. All right, we got them on a 3rd and 11 here. Kind of in that weird, like they could go for this on 4th down. If we get a stop. Too long for a field goal. There we go, Pete. What are they going to do? Oh, they caught it. 4th and 5 on the 36. Long field goal. Oh, yeah, they do have this. I forgot they had to do the kick, the 70-yarder. Okay. Not bad. Bad pick, learning pick. Like, I know those plays. They're scrapped. I will throw them away from now on. Time to, we got to get Clary back into a rhythm here. Leg cramps, thrown pick, first play back. How about a high percentage screen pass? That Jeanty runs right in, but don't matter. We still get the yards. Right bumper. Get that there to the right bumper. Oh, what a grab! Big Mitch! 2nd and 11. Brock Bowers get open deep here. Third and 11. Slant. That should be Mitch here at the Y. That's where we want to go. We have the Jeanty pass pro. Fight for it. Fight for it. Look at them fighting for it. Let's go, Mitch. That was going to be like 4th and 2. And Big Mitch, you ain't stopping him, baby. But man, they have definitely shut down the run game here in the second half. Back to 10 on the 23, we're going to look at that Dante Thornton slant at the top of the screen. There's going to be plenty of open space there for him to do his damage. And by that, I mean literally no space. Okay. No, because we threw the pick. I'm not even going to try to throw that and try to get a couple yards. 3rd and 10, live to fight another down. Again. I thought Brock Bowers, I guarantee that safety breaks on that. So, take the points where we can get it. Fuck. Not great operation. Stat drive started out real good. Unbelievable. Oh, okay. Got to bounce back off that. So, let's figure it out. Oh, great. Injury on the O-line again. Parham. 3rd and 4. Probably 4 down. Oh, look at that. They're going to press Thornton at the top. Oh, but they got the safety. So we're going to go check down. Winters is coming. Move the chains. Give screen to Jeanty. Kind of go to the greatest hits. Is that fucking... Why is Travon Walker dropping back into coverage? Screen again. Why was he so in the right position in coverage? Maybe is my complaint. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I don't know. 4th and 12. I guess. I mean, yeah. What? That was like a perfect fucking kick. Fuck, that was stupid, man. Again, just we need to. There we go. We got a ride or die on our offense. Like even at 4th and 12, I think I would have been able to live with whatever happened going for that over fucking not even close. We have a generational kicker, apparently.
Hey, go.
Here we go. I mean, playing everything in front of us. Cover 1, robber press. Get a little Texas Maxx Crosby stunt. Oh, psych. Maxx Crosby's on the other side of the field for some reason. Third and 14. Huge play coming up here. A lot like a fumble, but defense does their job. Bails out the offense, and we needed that. That's huge. That's our biggest play all game. Fucking God. Like, what? Like, first time things happening. First time we ever had a field goal block. When do we get the ball batted down at the line of scrimmage? I might just chuck that up to Thornton, honestly. Oh, no time. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Fucking perfect! We're going to need another sack at least to push them out of field goal range. Or a pick. Yes! Exciting line! Let's go, Reed! We got life! Thank God I looked. That SWAT is not Y anymore. Fuck yes. Second one, biggest game of the year. Are we going to give Shermanator any carries? The answer to that is absolutely we are. Go Jeanty, big right. Oh, okay. Looks fine. Stinger. I'm fine getting Keaton Mitchell the football. A lot of trust in his game. Don't love the fumble there. Now I'm actually kind of a little concerned that he fumbled that. Is that a sign of things to come? Second and 6. Brock, come on, Brock. We'll go right there. Jeanty at the stick. Safe grab that. How does he drop it? Slot trail. Brock Bauer, he ain't dropping that. Look at that. Jeanty only missed a play. Dog. He's not 100%. He's going to be out there till you got to stretcher him off the field. Come on, Thornton. Looking at Dante Thornton X the whole way. Or we get right back to Brock Bowers. Let's go on the turnover. What a drive. Complete complimentary football. Defense gets the pick. Offense bounce being run pass. A Jeanty injury because, of course, it can't be super easy. And Brock Bowers' second touchdown of the game. Usually I sim my extra points. I'm ensuring I'm not having a sim miss extra point cost us here. And dude, there's 11 wind, and I missed my kick to the right. That seems like fake news. There we go. Tie ball game. And a good thing with this is, like, I feel like they're going to just keep throwing it. Maybe I'm going to jinx it and ban in the run game. Oh, let's go. Porter, big time PBU. I think we go cover 2 man. We'll go with a little inside stunt. Keep them on their toes. And I'm going to take the responsibility of ETN. Wow. What a fucking catch. That was insane. What a diving Superman grab by Brian Thomas Jr. All right, 2-minute warning. Are they playing for the field goal? I mean, when you got a great kicker like that, I get it. Okay, come on, let's get a pick right here. Watch this. Jamal Adams pick. Calling my shot. Psych. Just get into the 6. I mean, that's Dante Thornton. They have their own Dante Thornton. We gotta use our timeouts here. Boom. Come on. Can't let our offense not touch the ball again. Timeout. Cover 2 again. There we go. Big TFL. Let's go, Jeremy Chin. Timeout. We'll go with a nice little blitz here as well. Trust that they're not going to... I mean, they beat us by throwing it here. Like, surprisingly, it is what it is. I'm not going to blitz with Adams, though. We're going to try to play it safe. We're going to actually protect the sticks. Fuck. Let him score. Let him score. Oh, let them score. For the love of God, let them score. That is fucking... Oh, my God. Picking on the X Factor. Oh! There needs to be a let him score play. Fuck!
Hey, lion.
Yes! We got a chance. Good job, defense. Still so annoyed, but I mean they picked on our rookie. We have one kind of play. We have no timeouts, so we can get probably the middle field once or twice. How about that? Okay, that worked. Honestly, I think if we can get a screen pass, I don't think this is going to age well. I think we can get them to bite on this and get out of bounds. And by that I mean fucking have a D tackle chase us down from behind. Okay, we're still fine. What? That was so bad. That's what I hate that shit. With things that don't make sense and they go right to, like, they don't even show a fucking replay. What is this? First of all, 94 throw power is like, that's me just lobbing it. So that should be max throw power throw. And then what is this? What's this? How does this separation happen right? Can someone explain how he gets 2 yards just... PI? Like, look, right now, my guy's the only guy that knows where the ball's at. And he's Dante Thornton. The fuck is that? What was that? I think from a throw power standpoint, that made no fucking sense. Tell me his leg cramp. -5 was throw power. And there's no, oh, well, we won a playoff game. Dude, we went through, we fucking quarterback missed most of the first half with leg cramps. Geno Smith comes in, throw a touchdown. Run game on point. Defense not getting dominated. We get at the end, honestly, to let them score. That's tough to execute. And then on the gotta have it play. Quarterback noodle arms it. And then I don't even want to put that on Thornton. What the fuck? Some sort of weird coverage where it just moved my wide receiver 2 yards off the play. Like, that should have been at worst like a PBU and get another chance at it. And we shut that shit down. Trevor Lawrence. Look, Geno come in, go 4 for 4, 50 yards and a touchdown. Clary with 2 picks. First pick, absolutely on me, trying to force through a receiver that just is a beta and has no desire to be aggressive to get back to the football. Second pick, I think I could be in the moment. Be interested to look at the comments. On the side of fucking bullshit. Run game was on point. Buck 07 there for Jeanty. ETN, well, I mean, inflated that a little bit with the let him score. Brock Bowers was the best player in this game. 7 catches, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brian Thomas had that insane Superman dive catch defensively. You know, a lot of TFLs, not a lot of sacks. Shout out Jalix Hunt. Shout out Maxx Crosby. Shout out Exciting White Reed Blankenship. But fuck, man, can't beat the Jags. So out of that defeat, at least Pat Phoenix's contract has been extended 3 years, $5 million per year. Take a look at the playoff bracket. Well, Jacksonville beat us. We would have potentially had a matchup against the 1 seed Ravens if we could have handled business. On the NFC side of things, you know, not necessarily any surprises. 1 seed versus 3 seed. At least the terror of the Jags ends in the championship game. Baltimore defeats them 21-14. And on the NFC side, the 1 seed Bucks get over the Green Bay Packers, setting up a 1 seed versus 1 seed. Very predictable Super Bowl matchup. Let's see if any player. We should have quite a few players to make the Pro Bowl. Ashton Jeanty is RB1 in the AFC. The Shermanator, fullback 1. Dante Thornton, wide receiver 2. Brock Bowers, tight end 1. Colton Miller. That's disrespectful. Colton Miller did not allow a sack all year. He should absolutely be starting left tackle. Jackson Powers Johnson's the backup center. We got Maxx Crosby, edge 1. Jamal Adams, Mike 1. Darian Porter makes the Pro Bowl. Our secondary, never thought I would say that. We have a corner that ends up making the Pro Bowl. And, yeah, I mean, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pro Bowlers. So a little storyline here. Player recognition. Please be someone of use and not just like a random backup guard. Top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate. Trying to guess who that is. Kellen Moore. Okay. Dante Thornton. Hey, I'll take that. Any upgrade he could get. Incredible year, and I'd like to do something special for him. He does, yeah. I don't want anything. There we go. Approval increase among players. I wanted to be flash. Oh, this is actually just 4,500 XP. Cool. I pretty much gave him a full point upgrade. 89 overall. We'll bring him up to a 90. We'll continue to put our points right in here to deep threat. And it's just a damn shame, man, we couldn't get Dante Thornton going in that Jags game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Didn't get a lot of looks. Whatever happened on that final deep shot, you know, I also honestly don't fault him at that either. Now, I know I guess I could create like a coach of one of these teams. I don't want to have any influence. You should be able to watch Super Bowl. Like just even like Super Sim and just kind of watch it that way. Like that should be, I don't know. I think that'd be a useful option to have in game. But the Super Bowl has been decided, and it is the Baltimore Ravens 23, Bucks 16 with a Mike Green Super Bowl MVP performance. Glad great human beings are getting rewarded for their work. And you remember, the Ravens won last year. So we got a little bit of a dynasty going on here for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Not gonna lie, now I'm just kind of like upgrading our practice squad players. Forgot that we maybe surprisingly had Jonah Ellis, Mason Smith, Elijah, like these guys stashed on our P squad. Sick. That's like an early start to free agency. I'm going to say for coaching carousel, I don't think we need to make a change right now. I think offensively, vibes with Kellen Moore. I think defensively, as a season as a whole, certainly not ideal, but kind of how the adjustment we made late, going predominantly man, I think that's got enough to give Sleepy Pete another year as our DC. Now we got some big-time retirements. Derrick Henry has retired on the Baltimore Ravens. Joel Bitonio gone for the Cleveland Browns. In the AFC South, Tyler Lockett calls it a career. Eric Armstead, Zadarius Smith, and DeForest Buckner. So that is a lot being lost there. Veteran presence on the Colts defensive line. In the AFC East, Hassan Reddick back on the Jets ends up retiring. In the AFC West, the Gravedigger, Javon Hargrave, retires. Eric Hendricks, yes, he's gone! No more Gronklin! Yes! Oh, that's sick. Not much in the North. In the South, Honey Badger retires. Matt Judon retires. So the Saints, they're losing a lot of veteran presence. Alex Singleton, shout out to CFL, ends up retiring. Same with Kyle Van Noy. In the East, Darren Waller's gone. Not much else outside. A couple of long snappers. In the NFC West, Tank Lawrence retires after 13 seasons. Kevin Byard's gone. And Trent Williams, probably a first ballot Hall of Famer after 17 years, is gone. Last thing we could do is look at some dev traits, if we have any dev traits going up or down. And then we will plug this. So Shermanator is super. I can't. I'm not going to play that one up. After we selected Shermanator, this was a chat pick. We looked at his dev trait. We knew it was a superstar. Made the Pro Bowl. Sick. All right. We didn't even get like an XP. I think you actually might get that week 17. Shermanator, superstar dev. Outside of that, I mean, Geno Smith doesn't regress. Colton Miller, for winning Tackle of the Year, did not allow a sack all season long. Gets himself a superstar dev. So, I mean, this offense is juiced to the gills. I think, honestly, when we as a collective have another community draft, which, I mean, it's going to be incredibly difficult to repeat a draft where we get a superstar quarterback, superstar fullback, X-Factor tight end, the steal of the whole class at wide receiver, and, you know, we got some nice UDFA talent, and we got an X-Factor at corner. Like, it is going to be incredibly difficult to kind of repeat in that department, but I think with another offseason where we have nice salary cap to make moves, and I'm sure we are still going to crush the draft process, I think going into year 3, there's going to be the expectations of, like, we got to win the Super Bowl. If not now, win. So I think that's about as good a time as any to kind of wrap this thing up. Looking at Mock Draft 4, we are picking at number 28, and I guarantee we are probably not selecting a Sam linebacker at pick number 28. So it is time to shift our focus towards the offseason stream. Now, the bummer, I think in a perfect world, I would have won. We would have not lose to the Jags, and then on Wednesday, maybe things don't go our way in the AFC Championship game. And then that's not a long gap between Raiders content. But I think Friday works the best. Last offseason stream, which was an epic stream, we had 800 people. I think the actually average viewer ended up being like 813 people. That was insane. Like, that should not be happening for freaking offseason franchise content in Madden 26. Certainly on my channel. And obviously now, I mean, I literally am still going into this off-season stream too. If we can get 100 people, I will be happy. But we'll be doing it on Friday. Time could be maybe slight TBD. I would say 8:30 Eastern, somewhere in that range. That's about 9:30 my time. So I'll be able to, kind of put the kids to bed, and we'll have a good time. So it will be on Friday. But don't worry, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we will have a good mix. Some rebuild content, continuing our North Carolina rebuild dynasty in college football. And then it will all kind of finish up the week with a Raiders franchise off-season stream on Friday. And if you can't make it on Friday, I will do what I did with the last off-season stream where I kind of cut it up a little bit. And I'll make it an upload that will go live on the weekend at some point. But in defeat, in disappointment of losing in the playoffs, we get the joy of another draft, another offseason to take this Raiders team and make them even better. So with that being said, fellas, that will do it for me today, guys. If it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Smash the like button. Leave a comment on whether or not you're going to be tuning in to the stream on Friday night. And if not, even just for the YouTube algorithm, help my videos and content out with the YouTube robots. A like and a comment for the algo goes a very long way and is always appreciated. And until next time, we'll have a bunch of content. But if you're just checking in for the Raiders, until Friday, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya. Have a good one.